Node 2105.
It would help if I had my mic on. Hello, everyone. It's me, Kimberly Chase, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and welcome to another live stream. Yours truly is going to host the net, so as usual. So without further ado, let's get the net started. Stand by, folks, while we take care of that noise. KHA7OMO. VK3FUR, your node is generating a lot of noise. It's you need to check your node to make sure that it's all right. All right, folks, we're gonna get the net started. So let me reset. All right, looks like the noise quieted. Alright, well, looks like that node finally quieted down. Alright, I was almost ready to disconnect it. Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the Pride Radio Group Net. I'm Kimberly, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, your net control operator. My pronouns are she, her. This net is a roundtable for general discussions and friendly chats. Please direct all calls through the net control station. We meet every Sunday at 2 a.m. coordinated universal time. Before we begin, is there any emergency or priority traffic? If there is an emergency at any time, please let us know and we will assist you promptly. This net provides a safe place for members of the LGBTQ plus community and their allies to connect over the airwaves. It is open to all licensed amateur radio operators without the need for membership, and we also welcome third-party traffic. Which basically means that if you have someone, sitting or standing right next to you, they don't have their license, but you have your license, and if, they want to say hi to us, then you actually can let them, say a few things, as long as, of course, you're the one pushing the push to talk button. Anyways, speaking of memberships, the Pride Radio Group fosters an inclusive environment for learning, experimenting, and enjoying radio communications. We encourage, promote, and support diversity within the wider radio community. We share our experiences and knowledge, celebrate Pride on the air, and welcome all individuals. To learn more about the Pride Radio Group, join us, and gain access to our Discord chat room. Visit prideradio.group. That is prideradio.group. Or check out Victor Kilo 3 Papa Romeo Golf or Kilo 3 Papa Romeo Golf on QRZ. Membership is free and all are welcome, regardless of who you are and who you love. Unless you harbor hatred towards us, of course. Yes, we don't welcome homophobes and transphobes on our system. All right, I've gone off script again. All right, this net is being relayed on the Pride Radio network and its affiliated systems, including All-Star, Echolink, IRLP, DMR, YSF Reflector, WiresX, M17, NXDN, P25, D-Star, Zello, and now Ham Shack Hotline and Hams over IP. It is also streamed live on Broadcastify, Icecast, and my YouTube channel, which you can find by searching for my call sign Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar. For information on how to connect to this network or access our live streams, visit PrideRadioNetwork.com. Once again, PrideRadioNetwork.com. You can now track and follow this net by downloading NetLogger for Windows, Linux, or macOS from netlogger.org. Once again, that is netlogger.org. NetLogger allows you to log into the net, view real-time call signs, and actively participate. For Android and iPhone users, you may download On Air Net Scraper instead. That is On Air Net Scraper. Now then, before we start tonight's net, does anyone have news, announcements, or other items to share with the net and the Pride Radio Group? Alrighty, hearing none, I do have some announcements. One of them is a very big announcement. I am happy to report that our network is now available via Hams over IP and Ham Shack Hotline. You can find information about how you can reach our network through either of those systems by going to the PrideRadioNetwork.com website. And let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, and, alright, I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something. Oh, yeah, and the other, news item is we're still looking for additional, net control operators for this net. The goal is to have a different net control operator every week to provide some more, variety on the airwaves here. If you're interested in joining the net control team, head on over to the Pride Radio Group Discord and give me a shout, and we'll see what we could do. All right. Well, those are the two announcements that we have. Oh yeah, and one more announcement. We still have ongoing issues with the Pride Echolink conference, so if you're trying to check in via that and you cannot hear us, switch on over to the KJ7OMO-Lima node, and we should be able to hear you fine from there. Alright, with that out of the way, let me reset. Let's move on to check-ins from the Pride Radio Group Net. We'll begin with mobile stations, those short on time, and those who are in and out. If you fall into any of these categories, please come forward with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically. Feel free to share your pronouns as well. This is Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar standing by for check-ins from mobile, short on time, and in and out stations. A lot of static from the Victor Kilo 3 Foxtrot Uniform Romeo node. Station on that node, were you trying to check in? Alrighty. Hearing nothing. Do we have any mobile short on time and in and out stations wishing to check in? Alright, stand by while I disconnect the VK3 FUR node. Alright, they've been disconnected. Alright, hearing nothing, let's take check-ins from anyone, anywhere. If you'd like to join the Pride Radio group net, please provide your call signs solely, twice, and phonetically. Feel free to share your pronouns, too, if you like. This is KJ7OMO, and I'm looking for check-ins now from anybody, anywhere.
This is
I know who that is.
KC3 VIU, Kilo
I know
Charlie
who
3,
that is.
Victor India Uniform. TV, she, her pronouns, please.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, KC3VIU, we got you. Who else is out there?
This is Kilo Charlie 3, Yankee, Quebec, India. Kilo Charlie 3, Yankee, Quebec, India. Eric, my pronouns are they, them.
KC3YQI, okay. Alrighty, Kilo Charlie 3, Yankee, Quebec, India, we got you. Who else is out there?
VK5, Tango Uniform X-Ray, VK5, TUX.
Alrighty, we got Victor Kilo 5, Tango Uniform X-Ray. We got you. Anybody else?
Howdy, howdy. This is Kilo Fox 7, Romeo Hotel Bravo. That's Kilo Foxtrot 7, Romeo Hotel Bravo. Name's Bridget. First time checking in.
Okay, was that Kilo Foxtrot 7, Romeo Bravo Hotel?
Almost. It's Romeo Hotel Bravo. That's RHB.
Alright, Kilo Foxtrot 7, Romeo Hotel Bravo. Finally, got you down. Anybody else out there? Alrighty, for those of you who are on the Ham Shack hotline and hams over IP bridges, use *99 to transmit and pound or hash to finish transmitting. So I'm gonna make one more call for check-ins. Anybody anywhere, if you'd like to check in, please come down with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you down.
This is Don, K8BB, Kilo 8 Baker Baker, first time check-in.
Alrighty, Kilo 8 Bravo Bravo, we got you. Who else is out there? Alrighty, everyone. Well, in case if you're not able to check in via voice, you're welcome to check in via the YouTube live stream chat. You can check in via NetLogger. If you're on the Pride Radio Group Discord server, you can check in via the Skeds channel. If you found this net through Mastodon, you could you can check in through that as well. Just send me a ping on there or a message or something. My handle there is at KJ7OMO at mastodon.radio, at Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar at mastodon.radio. You can also email me your check-in. My email is kj7omo at mastodon.radio. Once again, Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar at gmail.com. I don't know why I missaid my email, so my email is kj7omo at gmail.com. And if you're on WinLink, I will also take check-ins via WinLink. Just send me a WinLink message to my call sign, and we'll get you there as well. And of course, if you know my private social media links, you could, of course, send me a private message through there, and we'll get you down as well. And if you're a shortwave listener or a scanner listener or both, haven't got your license yet, well, I highly encourage you to, study for your licenses and get your ticket, because you're missing out if you don't. Trust me and a lot of other hams on this one. With that out of the way, KC3, VIU, KJ7, OMO, you're up first.
This is KC3VIU. Yeah, Kimberly, I'm not seeing anything on the net scraper yet as for call signs and whatnot else. Just to let you know. Could be me, but perhaps not. I've been playing a bit with some solar panels I have sitting around the house, and connecting them up and getting some quick recharge of my many lithium-ion battery packs, and been able to run for quite a while off that, and then like many of my devices and stuff, and then getting ready to hook up to some of my mobile gear and get those things fired up and running off of those. So, excuse me, and just in the midst of a conversation, a yawn occurs. Okay. I see that the next person to check in is from York, PA. I'm up here in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Quick hello. And I'll just go ahead and send it back to net control. This is KC3 VIU, back to KJ7 OMO.
Alright, KC3VIU, KJ7, returning. Alright, We'll toss it straight over to KC3YQI from KJ7OMO because I forgot what I was going to say to Phoebe here. My mind has short-circuited.
Thanks for hosting that. I always look forward to this now. It's my third time here. I'm excited to get to be on there again. I just got a new radio for myself, an FT991A. I got that set up today with an antenna, and I hope to get on 10 meters soon with that as well. I was trying to connect to a repeater using Wires X, but I didn't have any luck. So I'm on Echolink this time. Let's see, what else is going on in my life? It's been great. Let me reset. My ham stuff is, I've been doing all kinds of things. I got parts coming in the mail to build a half-wave, end-fed half-wave. That's going to be fun to build tomorrow. Back to that. Thanks. This is KC3YQA.
Alrighty, that sounds like a lot of fun there with antenna making. Alright, we're going to toss it over to VK5, Tango Uniform X-Ray, KJ7OMO. Take it away. VK station. G'day, mate.
KJ7RMO, VK5, Tango Uniform X-Ray. Afternoon, evening there, Kimberly, and everyone else on the net there. We're 33.8 degrees at the moment, so
Celsius, I assume.
Easter eggs, so to say, melting point very quick. We just a bit before 1 p.m. in the afternoon here, and I'm a bit annoyed. There's a damn contest on, some worldwide contest, and absolute rude buggers because chasing POTA and SOTA stations, they just come up and just transmit straight on the top of them, and it makes it almost difficult to work them. Very annoying trying to increase my SSB log. So it's been a bit of hard work there, unfortunately, but I was able to work a ZL before he disappeared, so that was good. He's still out and about there changing summits, but 15 metres seems to have closed up to ZL at the moment for me. Anyway, I'll make that it for this over, so I'll put it back to you there, Kimberly, KJ7RMO, VK5 TUX in the group.
Alrighty, VK5TUX KJ7OMO returning. Alright, all those contesters are out. But, a contester's got a contest, right? Okay. Oh, looks like my DAPNet pager is going off. I wonder what's going on now. Anyways, KF Kilo Foxtrot 7, Romeo, Hotel Bravo, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Over to you.
Hello, this is Bridget. First time calling in RHB. Nice to hear you guys out there. I just found out about your group, so I think I've joined up and signed everything. And Kimberly, if I haven't, please let me know. I'm solar powered and off grid myself. So I'd be interested in chatting about that sometime. whoever at the top of the list was talking about that. Anyway, it's really good to hear you guys out there, and good afternoon, good evening, good night.
KF7 RHB KJ7 OMO returning. Oh, fantastic! Well, it's always awesome to hear a fellow YL on the air. We're so rare. But yeah, and KC3VIU, also good to hear her as well. She's another fellow YL, and yeah, we're so rare on here. But yeah, always good to hear more and more YLs come on the airways. But yeah, good. That off-grid is pretty amazing setup. But anyways, yeah, welcome to the net. We're glad that you found us, and yeah, we definitely look forward to hearing you again for sure. And speaking of hearing you again, since this is a rag chew, we'll bring you back in the spotlight in just a little bit. But we're gonna kick it over to Kilo 8 Bravo Bravo next, who is coming to us from our brand new Ham Shack hotline bridge. Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Go ahead and take it.
Well, thanks so much, Kimberly. This is Don, K8BB. I'm a new guy, first time checking in, new to Pride Radio Network, and I appreciate the welcome. And I have to say that this is one of the few times I've actually used my Ham Shack hotline. So right after I checked in, I managed to disconnect myself. So hopefully once I end this, I will stay connected. Otherwise, I'll have to dial back in. Nothing new to add. Just it's a pleasure to hear new voices and new names. And I will make attempts to check in the future. Just down here in the Ham Shack. Actually, I'll have to be honest. I was dabbling in the contest, trying to get some new countries on 80 meters and try to fill in the 5-band DXCC. I'm awfully close, but you know, it's the last push for those last few countries to get over is kind of tough. But won't hold it. Listen through, and again, thanks for allowing me to check in. And I appreciate the link this way. I'm not on any other digital links. I don't have Echolink or Allstar or any of that other stuff. So the Ham Shack hotline bridge is welcome for me, and as I kind of tiptoe my way into digital stuff. Back to net, Kimberly, KJ7OMO from K8BB.
Alright, Kilo 8 Bravo Bravo from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar returning. Yeah, keep us out of that. Well, hopefully our Ham Shack hotline bridge will stay up. I know it got, the Ham Shack hotline bridge temporarily got shut down because they detected some weird stuff going on with our network that they didn't like. So, hopefully I've corrected the weirdness they didn't like, and it'll remain. But if you do dial into the Ham Shack hotlines, you know, at some point, and you hear a message saying, "Oh, all circuits are busy right now," then do let me know, because that's an indication that my bridge got blocked again. So, anyways, I know VK3FUR, she tried to check in she tried checking in, I guess, or something, but all I've heard was static from her nodes. So, VK3FUR, are you about KJ7OMO? Alright. Well, we'll go ahead and mark her as an in and out. Wow, we're getting more YLs here. Amazing. All right. We're at the bottom of the list, so who else is out there wishing to check in? All I need are your call signs solely, twice, and phonetically, and your pronouns too, if you wish. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I'm looking for more check-ins for the Pride Radio Group net. Alrighty, do we have any additional check-ins before we kick it back up to the top of the list? Please come now with your call signs solely, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you added to the conversation. Alrighty, let's kick it back up to KC3VIU, KJ7OMO.
Yeah, I can believe. Yeah, the first thing I wanted to mention again was I'm not seeing anything on the net scraper. I don't know if that's my issue or if it's a system issue, but I can't seem to find it. Yes, I'm not completely off grid, but I try and keep as much of my electronics as I can off grid. I picked up a rather substantial panel from I'm going to say a friend last year. It was somewhat damaged in an automobile accident she was in, but it's technically the thing functions. It still gives I think it's something like 35 volts on load, so it's got to be good for something. I need to get it hooked up and get some power conversion devices on it, buck boost things, and see what I can end up doing with it. And then, of course, the next thing will be a decent stand to put it on, an adjustable stand. Yeah, I have some pretty good ideas on how to make something that might otherwise track the sun. But that could be a little tricky at the moment. Just a couple ideas I have. I want to try and plan them out. Oh, sorry, I got a hair in my eye. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and send it around for the next round. This is KC3VIU, sending it back to Net Control, KJ7, OMO.
Alright, KC3VIU, KJ7, OMO, returning. Yeah, copy that. I mean, I also have an interest in at least getting some of my stuff off grid. And at the moment, I just have a 1 deep cycle battery, a 100 watt solar panel, and a 20 watt solar panel. That's all I've got. Well, it's a start, though. I mean, it'll at least get me something. Enough to, keep my phones charged, or maybe run my radio at low power or something. And of course, to plug my CPAP machine into if the power goes out. Anyway, so KC3YQI, KJ7OMO, we'll toss it right back over to you. Yes, you're back in the hot seat.
Yep, thank you. KC3VIU, did you say you're from York, or Lancaster. I've been up there a few times. I have friends that are there, part of the goth community. Friends of my wife's who's a goth. We go up there every once in a while to hang out with friends up there. It's a cool area. I like it a lot. I have a question about like repeater etiquette and like connecting to this network via local repeaters. I have some repeaters that support Echolink and some that are Wires X, and it was a little hesitant of connecting local repeaters to this network and like exposing all these fine people to my local hams. I don't know if that's okay or not, but yeah, I was just wondering that. I'll send it back to Net. This is KC3YQI.
KC3YQIKJ7OML returning. Well, if you want to connect your local repeaters to the network, go for it. I don't care. I mean, the more repeaters we have, the better. And besides, well, at least temporarily turn your area rainbow colored. Hi. But yeah, as long as the repeater, owner, allows people to link their systems to wherever they want, then go for it. I don't care. Yeah, just be sure you, of course, disconnect after you're done. Otherwise, you'll get a bunch of angry people, yelling at you either on the air or in your mail inbox or something. But yeah, again, if you want to connect your local repeater, go for it. If your local hams want to give us a hard time, then no, don't you worry. We'll deal with them. We'll have fun with them. That's for sure. All right, okay, all right. Let's not let the evil side of me come out. Hi. All right, VK5TUXKJ7OMO. We'll toss it over to you.
Yes, you have to be careful of the people out there because, they'll throw their sandals on your roof hi. That's one thing I wonder sometimes when I climb up on my roof to do things, how many sandals I'm going to find up there. Hi. But anyway, not a lot happening here. It's a long weekend, 4-day long weekend here. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So that's not great either because, waiting for bits and bobs to come in, and I want to order a couple more things, and we got to have these damn public holidays as well. Not that they affect me in any way, but besides getting stuff. And welcome to the new people too that have joined in today. So that's good to always get some fresh blood, so to speak, happening on the net and on the Discord, etc. So all right, I will put it back to you there, Kimberly. KJ7 OMO in the group, VK5 TUX.
Ah, yes, fresh blood. I mean, it's always good to have new folks on the net. It's good. It's good that we're always getting new people joining us. We're excited about it actually. We're gonna toss it right back now to Kilo Foxtrot 7 Romeo Hotel Bravo from Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar.
Thanks, Kimberly. Great to be here. And I do consent to blood donation. So, type AB, I think. Anyway, yeah, about solar panels. I haven't taken blood by solar panel, but I'm sure it's possible. Some of those edges can get a little sharp. I think call sign was KC3IU, I believe. They were talking about a 35-watt solar panel, and that's certainly, you can still do some interesting stuff with that, especially if you're going to refurbish it a little. I haven't done panel, like DIY'd my panels from scratch, but a lot of folks do, and I've been off-grid in some way for about 6 years now. And one thing I'd encourage is if you have like some panels that you want to take apart and see how they really work, try putting in a double transparency back and front. It really increases efficiency. I have 200 watts of that right now. And I'm really enjoying it. It seems to really handle morning. It seems to get the batteries, it's like coffee for your batteries. So give it a whirl. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be checking back in, hopefully again soon, on Echolink for the moment, but I'm so glad you guys have many alternatives. So thank you so much. This is Bridget, KF7RHB.
KF7RHB from KJ7 OMO returning. Yeah, that's a really cool trick, actually. I'll have to look into it. But yeah, one of these days I would love to have a whole gang of solar panels plus a whole gang of deep cycle batteries, because I would really like to be, off grid and not have to worry about, you know, power outages or anything like that. And not only that, but it would be nice to save a few dollars as well by getting rid of that one ugly power bill. But it's going to be, I don't know. I don't know how many years before that'll become a reality, because financial difficulties. Okay. It is awesome indeed that we have so many different ways of getting into this network. I mean, that's the point of the network, right? We want to broaden our reach. We want as many people being able to connect as possible. So that's why we have the million different ways we can get in. All right, Kilo 8, Bravo, Bravo, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. We'll put you back in the hot seat.
Well, thanks, Kimberly. And I guess I had just a couple of comments. In regards to solar panel, I do a little bit of portable operating, kind of QRP portable sort of parks on the air, flavor with a battery and a transceiver and portable antenna and stuff. And I think it was last year, the year before, I was gifted. I don't know if that's a verb. I received as a gift from a friend and client actually, who was moving, and they had a solar panel and a battery. Something, it was an inexpensive doodad. The panels maybe 3 foot by 2 foot or something, and it had a charger. And they had used it for a temporary system where they were kind of doing some off-grid living for a summer. and they were moving and needed to get rid of it quick. And I said, hey, I can, if you need to get rid of that, she said, I'm going to leave it by the curb, in front of the house. It's going to be free after tomorrow. So anyhow, I went over and picked it up, and I verified that it worked, put out voltage. The controller doodad that came with it was kind of a piece of junk, but I ended up ordering a interface from West Mountain Radio. It's called a power gate or something like that. But it takes the voltage input from the solar panel, and it regulates it. And you can run a rig with it, or you can charge a battery with it. You plug the battery in, you plug the rig in, that sort of thing into the interface. It was really cool. I had it set up on my patio. Maybe in the fall, we had a couple of nice days, and tried it a little bit. So I'd like to get it out into the field sometime this summer if I have an opportunity. But going off grid is difficult. We're in Michigan near Detroit, and we just do not have enough sunlight here. Number one, we're pretty far north, so you've got to have a pretty big array, and you've got to have it angled south. And there's so many days of cloud cover that you really need to have a large battery bank or other power. As much as I respect the motivation to do that, it's just not practical here. So I'm sorry to say we are conspicuous users of the commercial mains and the and the monthly bill that comes with that. But anyway, I do have the little solar panel for portable use, and I try to get it a little bit more use out of that this summer if I can. Other than that, not much to add. So I'll turn it back to Kimberly. KJ7OMO from K8BB, over.
K8BB, along with Morse code traffic in the background. Hi, KJ7OMO returning. Yeah, it's unfortunate that you have to rely on commercial mains. Ugh. But at least it's pretty cool that you have a nice portable, power generating setup for your portable operations. Alrighty, we're at the bottom of the list, so who else is out there wishing to check in? If you'd like to check into the Pride Radio Group Net, all I need are your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns if you like. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, she, her, and I'm standing by for additional check-ins to the net. Alrighty, do we have any additional check-ins? Any additional check-ins at all? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you added to the list, and yeah, we'll keep this wrecked you going. Alrighty, KC3VIU, KJ7OMO, we'll toss it back up to you.
Yeah, okay, so yes, it wasn't a 35 watt panel, it was a 35 volt unloaded panel, so it looks like it's probably a 100 watter, and I also have another 100 watter with already a built-in multi-port controller on it, so you can get 14 volts, you can get 19 volts, you can get USB-C, you can get USB-A, and then I also have three smaller panels, which are, I actually have four smaller panels. I have 28, 25, and 28, 25, another 25, and a 6 watt. And then I've got a whole plethora of other little panels around here. Years ago, I got these ones from, I don't know where the heck it was. They're just little tiny things. But I thought, I wonder what the heck I can legitimately do with them. I mean, I would charge some batteries and top off things here and there. But the most amount of fun I had with it one time was to pull out to pull out an analog radio and put the panels in the sun and power this thing up. And I was able to run my radio off of these two panels. And I decided to connect. Sorry, my allergies are bugging me. Decided to connect a milliamp meter in line with the power, and it turns out on AM the thing was only drawing like 50 mils, which was impressive, and there was plenty enough power for that. I switched over to FM, and that was drawing 150 mils, but there was still plenty enough power to run the radio. And I wasn't going to be able to crank it up the volume all the way on it, but it was plenty loud enough. And all you need is some little battery backing that, or a nice juicy capacitor or something. So, but yeah, I do love to play with such things. Alternate energy and stuff like that. And yes, name is Phoebe, and yes, I do live in the Lancaster, well, we'll say Ephrata area, because that's closer, but describing exactly where I am is, it's like hell. I didn't know this place existed, and I only lived 1.9 miles from here for 10 years, and so getting somebody else to find it would be about near impossible. So at any rate, I'm going to skip the timeout here for a sec. Okay, that should fix that. I have a whole bunch of little cute buck boost converters and things like that I use. Aside from that, I do have a standard controller, but I don't have any place to permanently mount the panels at present as I'm renting. So, but hopefully it won't be too long before I can do something like that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to net control. This is KC3 VIU Phoebe, back to net control, KJ7 OMO.
Alright, this is KJ7 OMO returning, and I'll toss it straight over to KC3YQI. KJ7 OMO, go ahead and take it.
Yeah, it's good to hear, Phoebe, that you're up there. Next time I'm up in that area, I'll bring my HD and see if we can connect over Simplex or something, or maybe a local repeater. Let's see. Yeah, it's really cool that this network is so multi-mode, especially as someone that's new. I get to try out all kinds of different ways of connecting and talking to people. It's good to hear that it's not that big a deal if I talk to or connect this net to a local repeater, at least from the network's perspective. It might be a big deal for my local hams, I don't know, but yeah. We'll shoot a rainbow from my house to the repeater and all over Maryland. That'll be fun. We'll see what happens. And if they give us trouble, to hell with them. Let's see. What else have I been doing? Today's been a really busy day. I woke up to my dryer breaking, so I had to go get a new one of those. And while I was at the hardware store, I bought all kinds of stuff for my radio. I bought stuff to make a window panel so I can put the antenna feed line through the window instead of through my ceiling. It's very janky right now. But yeah, it's been a busy day. But that's all they have right now. I'll send it back to net at KC3YQI.
KC3YQI KJ7 OMO returning. Yep. Uh, yeah, it would be so cool to at least have temporary repeater coverage throughout Maryland. But yeah, like I said, go for it. I don't care what other people think. I mean, if they don't like it, well, too bad. They can always spin the dial or shut their radio off or whatever. But yeah, we're here, and that's just all there is to it. They can, no matter how hard they try, they can not get rid of us. So yeah. But um, yeah. Well, if they can't beat us, then they can join us. we'll, we'll assimilate them like the Borg drones we are. Okay, we're not Borg. I'm just messing around. VK5TUX KJ7OMO, over to you.
Yeah, VK5 ZSH, VK5 TUX, returning. Yeah, my radio station here, my shack, is run off solar. All my HTs charge up off solar as well, because they have wide input of generally 10 volts to 16 volts, which is not too bad. The only one that's actually the charger that's only really difficult on solar is the drop-in charger that I have for the FT2 Delta. That one only handles up to 14 volts, I think it is, and then after that it will refuse to charge if the voltage is over 14 coming in from the solar. So that's a bit annoying there. So yeah. So what have I got? I've got 400 watts of solar here. Renogy panels. I've got the compact 100 watt panels, and that is in a parallel series configuration. So I've got it running into as 24 volts into the charge controller, then downloading to 12 volts there. So that basically is to be able to keep the charge voltage high there as well, because lithium need that higher voltage there, especially the lithium phosphate ones there. So yeah, and one good thing is, when the power goes out, touch wood, if the power goes out, is another way of probably putting it, because our power's pretty stable here. It's good being on battery, because the neighbourhood goes quiet, and perfect time to jump on HF, run them up, and then when the power comes back on, sort of fade back into the background. Hi. Alright, I'll put it back to you there, Kimberly. KJ7 OMO in the group. VK5 Tango Uniform X-Ray.
VK5 TUX KJ7 OMO returning. Yeah, roger that. Well, the one thing that could solve the problem of the FT2D charger not being happy with too much voltage is to get one of those buck boost converters. Yeah, a buck boost converter combines the functions of a buck converter and a boost converter together in one package. So you set the voltage on it. If the voltage gets a little too high, that's okay because it will reduce the voltage down. Or if the voltage gets too low, then it'll boost the voltage up. To wherever you set it. So regardless how high or low, up to a certain point, of course, you'll always get a 12 volt or whatever voltage output you set on it. I think those buck boost converters can handle up to 36 volts, and they can go down as low as I know they can have as low as I think 5 or 6 volt input, and they can accept input as high as 36. Well, the output can be anywhere from 1.5 to 36. So yeah, they're pretty handy little things. I got one, and I do plan on getting several more of those because they are very handy to have around. All right, we're gonna toss it back to Bridget here. KF7RHB from KJ7OMO.
Thanks, Kimberly. Yeah, seconded on the buck boost converters. Those are really handy. And not to get too evangelical about solar power, this seems to be the theme tonight. But yeah, I hear a lot of folks say, "Oh, it's too cloudy here." But these days with the higher efficiencies of both panels and converters, controllers, it's really possible to do with less panels than was even possible maybe 5 years ago. This is the first winter I switched over to MPPT controller and lithium batteries. And I only have 500 watts, so I'm running a small system. But just the efficiencies increase, both morning and evening especially, have really revolutionized what I can do. And, MPPT, I was so scared. I was like, oh, it's going to throw off so much RF noise. Well, no, it really hasn't. I don't know what they did to improve that, but I'm not hearing square wave QRM at all. So I don't know. For what that's worth, on those questioning if they should build a system, my only thought would be just build what you want. Start out with, I just slowly built my system up over the years, from 100 watts to 500, and that's all I need, really. It's good for resiliency, it's good for backup, it's good for playing out the boomies. So I'm really happy about it. Sorry to those annoyed at me getting evangelical, but I just gotta say, yeah, give it a whirl. 1 second. Yeah, and to VIU on the 36 volt panel, that's pretty nifty. I know a lot of people are switching over to 24 or 48 volt systems, both for wider distribution across an acre or whatever, that you'd have issues with if you tried to do high amp 12 volt, like us hermits do. But Yeah, that's an interesting setup there, because there are times when we want to just efficiently convert down to like 18 volts. Like if you're charging a laptop or something. That sounds ideal. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, I'll be listening in the future to you guys, and hopefully check in and see what people are building, solar and otherwise. Hi. Back to that control, KF7 or HP.
KF7RHB from KJ7 OMO returning. Yeah, copy that. Well, we talk about pretty much anything on the net, since it is it is a just a rag chew net, and whatever we want to talk about is whatever we talk about. Of course, certain subjects are have to be avoided for obvious reasons, but for the most part, yeah, we just talk about whatever. We just have fun shooting the breeze. That's all we do. And we basically keep going until either we all drop out or until net control has enough, whichever comes first. But yeah, that's how we do things. This net is different from many of the others. Yeah, the typical nets I hear, well, there's either not much to it, or they have a set topic, or maybe they just go for a round or two and call it quits, or maybe they complain about this or that. I don't know, and some nets don't even don't even have traffic at all. Not traffic, sorry. They don't have conversations at all. It's just, call your call sign. Yep, I'm here. Okay, next. That kind of thing. So, yeah, this is definitely a breath of fresh air for sure. All right, we're going to toss it over to K8BB from KJ7OMO.
Thanks again, Kimberly. This is K8BB. It's interesting to listen to all of the comments about the various solar arrays, and I hear loud and clear the notion that technology has continued to march forward, and even in cloud-covered, gloomy climates, you can still do something with it. And I guess tangentially, I am aware of that. It's just not been something that's quite been on my radar, but I guess we all have only so much we can put on our radars. But anyway, this has been it's been so nice to listen in and participate. Again, first time for me, and I'll probably make this my last quote transmission. And I'll continue to listen. It's about 11 p.m. here, and so it's on the late side for me. And I have interestingly enough, I have a client appointment in the morning, so I have to pretend to be awake and alive, relatively in the morning anyway, late morning. So I'll listen through here. I may make it to the end, see how late you guys go, but I'll politely step out of rotation, and I will put this on my calendar. I will make every effort to check in next weekend if I can, and if anyone else happens to have Ham Shack Hotline, I've got an IP phone down here in the basement, and it's dedicated to Ham Shack Hotline. That's the only reason it's here. Something that does not get used very much, but I thought, well, this is an interesting thing to put in here just in case. So that's about it. Nice to meet everybody. I see meet in parentheses, or quotation marks, I mean. And we'll catch you again for sure. So back over to Kimberly, and 7-3 to everyone. KJ7 OMO in the group from K8BB.
Alrighty, Kilo 8, Bravo Bravo from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar returning. Alright, well, thanks for checking in, and thanks for hanging out and all that stuff. And yeah, we'll be happy to have you again on the next go around. 7-3, and you have yourself a wonderful night. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. So yeah, we're taking more check-ins. If you'd like to check into the Pride Radio Group net, please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and your pronouns too if you wish, and we'll get you checked in. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and we're looking for more check-ins to the Pride Radio Group net.
PK2 GPU, PK2 GPU, checking in, mobile at the moment.
Alright, I'm hearing a very quiet Victor Kilo 2 Golf Papa uniform. We got you down. Who else is out there? Alright, do we have any additional check-ins to the net? Any additional check-ins, please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. I'll acknowledge the YouTube chat here in just a second.
Alpha Echo 0 Sierra Bravo. Alpha Echo 0 Sierra Bravo. Chris in Kansas City. No traffic.
Alrighty, we have an in and out check-in from Alpha Echo 0 Sierra Bravo. Thanks for checking in, and 7-3. Who else is out there? Alright, we have third-party traffic from the YouTube live chat. Their YouTube username is Xanatax, and they're still working on their U.S. and Canadian ham radio licenses. And they appear to be a big fan of solar power. Alright, VK2 GPU KJ7 OMO. We'll toss it over to you.
Thanks very much, KJ7 OMO. This is VK2 GPU. Just catching the train at the moment to go hang out with some friends and getting in via Echolink. Just started setting up my CAP stuff yesterday. That's the communications and telemetry system that is by Stephen over in the Discord. And finally got it actually getting GPS lock. As it turned out, I've not enabled GPS receive. Hi. Hoping to test it out in the car tomorrow, see what kind of range I can get out of 1 watt it transmits. My signal's probably going to be fairly low, but I just thought I'd pop in, say hello, and I'll probably listen in for the next round. Just in case I arrive at my destination before the next round or lose signal, I'll say 73. Good to hear some voices on the net again.
Alrighty, Ray. Well, it's good to hear you out there, and have a safe trip. Okay, we're gonna toss it back up to the top of the list. KC3VIU, KJ7 OMO.
Okay. Yeah, it took me a second to find the app. I think it might be the cat shedding that is causing my allergies, because it's happened twice in the past week, And arguably there's a little bit of pollen going on outside, I'm sure, but I haven't been outside for a couple hours, and all of a sudden, when I lay down in bed, it was like I wanted to scratch my eyes out. So I'm like, yeah, I need to figure out what's going on. And I looked down into bed, and it's like, even though we just changed the sheets, not more than like 4.5 hours ago, there's cat fur all over this place where I was laying down. So it's like, kitty, we need to have a talk. We have to get her a special blanket or something. Maybe something with like double-sided tape. At any rate, hi. Yeah, it's oh my goodness. Yeah, there's just tons of good things to talk about, but all of a sudden my brain's just gone empty. So, at least for the moment. But yes, I did get the net scraper. Seems to be working again, Kimberly, so that's cool. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw it back to night control. KC3 VIU, back to KJ7. Limo.
KC3VIU, KJ7, OMO returning. I meant to make an acknowledgement on the NetLogger, NetScraper thing, but I kept on forgetting. Yeah, reason why I wasn't working earlier out, because yours truly forgot to push the button on NetLogger. So there you go. But now that I pushed the button, everything is working now. Alright, KC3YQI, KJ7OMO, we'll toss it back to you.
Yeah, I don't really have much to comment right now, but I guess I'd just like to encourage everyone to talk about solar panels. Even though I don't have anything to add, I really love hearing people geek out about things, and it's a very interesting conversation, so keep it going. So I don't have anything to comment right now, so I'll send it back to Net Control. So it's KC3YQI.
Alright, well, hey, it's fun geeking out on whatever. Alright, no worries. VK5TUX KJ7OMO, we'll toss it over to you.
No problems there, Kimberly. Yeah, solar's fun. It ends up being one of those things that you set up and set and forget. Like we've got solar here on the house, Rich's for the house, but I've actually got dedicated solar system just for ham radio stuff, because one thing we haven't got on the house yet is a battery, but I'm still researching what the best battery is to go there, because I don't want to go with a Tesla. Sorry to offend any of the Tesla fanboys or girls out there, but I just don't like the philosophy of the company. It's simple as that. Tesla seem to be quite happy to say, no, you have a minor bingle in your Tesla car, we will write it off. If the car gets rebirthed, we will disconnect your fast charging as a consequence of it, even though you might not be the person that initially had the car accident. You probably bought the vehicle from a car wrecker or something like that. They've got stupid philosophy there, and I can't abide by waste like that, because definitely got to have a right to repair, basically, there with that one. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox about them. What was I was going to mention something. Oh, yeah, g'day, Ray. Haven't heard you around for a long time. Hope you're well, etc., and keeping well. Phoebe's actually asking about a 3-letter thing was actually mentioned earlier on, and I forget in what reference it was mentioned, etc. So I'm not sure if anyone remembers. Maybe you, Kimberly. It was towards the beginning of... hang on, let me rekey. It was towards the beginning of the net, I think, when it started. But, Kimberly's on... Phoebe's on Discord there. So, anyway, something else was brought up, but I forgot to take notes, so I'll put it back to you there anyway, Kimberly. KJ7, IMO in the group, VK5, Tango Uniform X-Ray.
VK5 Tango Uniform X-Ray from KJ7 OMO returning. Freaking Tesla. Don't get me started on that elongated muskrat, the guy behind it. What a piece of work he is. But, it's a real shame that, he does that to the cars that his company produces. I suppose the only way to get around that nonsense is for someone to come up with third-party firmware for those cars. Get rid of the default software and replace it with third-party software, and I think you'll have a pretty decent car after you do that. But yeah, but I don't know. Even with third-party software, I still want nothing to do with, the car anyway, just because of, who's in charge of the company that makes it. Though none of that really matters to me since I don't have a driver's license and I cannot drive. I don't even know how to drive either. I tried getting my driver's license long time ago, but they told me that because of how bad my ADHD is and how I'm not able to focus and pay attention, they're not going to allow me to get a driver's license until I get that problem sorted. And so far, nothing that I have tried to sort the problem out has worked. If anything, it just made the problem even worse and created even more, difficulties on top of that. So, yeah, it is what it is. And as for the 3-letter thing, I don't remember. But this net is, being broadcasted live on YouTube, so you could always check the recording of it later. And we'll take it from there. Alrighty, we'll toss it back over to KF7RHB from KJ7 OMO. Elongated muskrat.
Thanks, Kimberly. I was having sympathetic eye-watering from Phoebe's cat hair issues. It is that time of year, in the northern hemisphere at least. Cats are going to start losing their fur. One thing I really enjoyed with a friend of mine's cat is those, they have those, oh gosh, they're kind of comb that's just for getting the the loose fur out of cats' pelts. And depending upon your cat, if they want to sit still for it, some of them really love it. And I used to just remove these giant, giant matted things from my friend's cat, dust bunnies, that otherwise would have gone on the furniture. So, yeah, maybe not duct tape, but if you want to look into that and see if you can convince your cat, Phoebe, I don't know, that might help. Really great conversation. I'm glad you guys do this round robin style thing is pretty nifty. I know the Lincoln Net does that on HF. For round robin rags, so please keep it up. But I'm going to say 73 and let some other folks talk, and I'll be monitoring, but I'm turning into a pumpkin. So good night, everyone. This is Bridget, KF7RHB. Back to you, Net Control.
Alrighty, KF7RHB from KJ7 OMO returning. Yeah, well, I definitely plan to keep it a, well, I'd like to call it a, like a hybrid round robin, where, to me, a round robin would be, okay, you talk, and then you pass it to that station, and then that station will talk and pass it to that station, etc. Where I prefer, okay, you talk, pass it back to Net Control passes to the next station, they talk, passes it back to Net Control, etc. Because I think that makes it a lot easier to manage the flow of traffic. But, yeah, but yeah, it's good to have you aboard, and, we do welcome you, of course, to, join any future net. And of course, this network is open 24/7, so feel free to stop by anytime, regardless if there's a net or not. We're a small network right now, so there's probably not much traffic going on, but we do have plans to grow the network, so we're hopeful that one of these days, this is going to become a busy network. And, that's the ultimate goal, for the future. Let's get more people joining, more repeaters connected to our network, hopefully permanent repeaters. And yeah, we're growing this network, so yeah. All right, and if you haven't done so, feel free to join the Pride Radio group. It's free to join. You do need Discord to access, the Pride Radio group, though. And yeah, to join the Pride Radio group, you just head on over to the website, prideradio.group. That is prideradio.group. And then once you sign up, somebody will look into it and, give you the invite link. Now, I don't have any, powers over the group or anything. I'm just a regular member who happens to be a net control operator for the net here, but yeah, I'm just a regular member, so I don't have access to any of the sign-ups. Otherwise, I would have, approved you right on the spot. But give them a few days; they'll eventually get around to giving you the invite link. All right. Well, we're gonna toss it over to VK2 GPU from KJ7OMO. Oh, shoot. Did I forget to? Oh, yeah, and I think I must have forgotten to say my 7-3s to Bridget. So 7-3s, 33s, and all the numbers to KF7RHB, and you have a good night. All right, let's try Victor Kilo 2 Golf Papa Uniform one more time. Alrighty. Well, she did tell us that she was mobile on a train, so I'm assuming that the train is currently traversing through a dead zone. So we'll go ahead and mark her as checked out. Boy, looks like people are dropping out here. Alright, we're at the bottom of the list, so who else is out there wishing to check in? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns if you like. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I'm standing by for additional check-ins to the net. Alright, do we have any additional check-ins? Any additional check-ins at all? This is KJ7 OMO standing by for additional check-ins to the Pride Radio Group net. Alrighty, hearing nothing, we're going to toss it back to KC3VIU from KJ7OMO. Phoebe, Kilo Charlie 3, Victor India Uniform, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Alright, looks like we lost Phoebe. KC3YQI, KJ7OMO.
Yeah, on the top of a cat hair, I saw an interesting little device for birds. It's basically a thing that you put outside. It's I don't even know how to describe it. It's just a metal frame that you stuff cat hair into, and the birds can pick at it and use it for their nest. I thought it was an interesting way of paying it forward to birds, the bane of cat life everywhere. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting thing to add to the conversation about cat fur. I don't have anything else to add to the conversation, so I'll send it back to Net. KC3YQI.
Alrighty, not a problem. VK5TUX KJ7OMO.
KJ7OMO in the group, VK5TUX returning. Yeah, I was just having a quick chat to Ray there. They've gotten off the train, etc. So they're off doing what they need to, etc. So I'll give you that update there, Kimberly, so you can mark them off the list. As for cat hair, using in Australia we call them a slicker brush. They've got fine metal needles in them, rubber cushion, and they actually help get the loose hair, etc., out of cats' coats. That's one device that's very helpful, and you just to get the hair out, you just run your hand over the opposite direction to that you would pull it along the cat there. So, and then you just toss the hair in the bin or whatever, or pay it forward to the birds as the other station there suggested. So, not sure what else to add there. Sounds like everyone's slowly sort of winding up and what have you. So Phoebe might be actually rewinding the YouTube video to the beginning to finding out what's going on there with what was said, because it'll be interesting to know what was said. And the buck converter. I've actually got a. Hang on, let me rekey. Got a DC to DC converter, 8 volts to 40 volts to a standard 13.8 volt output, capable of 25 amps. The only problem I've got with it is, for some reason, the 857D and my 450D that I actually want to run those radios with, they put an inrush current through, and then what happens, because of the inrush current, relays in the radios, they won't latch, and they sit there and they go tick, 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 which is not good for the relays, because you end up actually damaging them. So I can't actually power on the radios with that, unfortunately. So they're direct connected to the battery, unfortunately. So I have to work out something there with actually quenching the inrush current there, so that I can actually get a stable 13.8 volts for the radios, despite what the actual battery voltage is actually doing there. So that's one thing that I've got to work out there. I thought there'd be a simple solution for it, but trying to get my head around the design of building one, etc. My brain doesn't seem to want to comprehend what's going on, and finding a circuit for one, doing that. So there's something wrong with my web search finagling there, because I just can't find the information that I want. I can find information on the theory behind what I want, but like I said, getting my head around it's another thing. Anyway, back to you there, Kimberly. KJ7,
Alrighty, VK5TUX from KJ7OMO returning. The alligator got you right when you were saying my call sign. Alright, we're probably gonna wind up, though, I don't know, shutting things down unless we get more people checking in. So, do we have any additional check-ins to the net? If you'd like to check into the Pride Radio Group net, please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. And you may share your pronouns too if you like, and we'll get you checked into the Pride Radio Group net. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I'm looking for more check-ins to the net. Alrighty, do we have any additional check-ins? Any additional check-ins? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. Nope, nothing, nada. Alright, nothing. Alright, nothing out there. It's all crickets, 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 and more crickets out there in Radio Land. Alrighty, KC3VIU from KJ7OMO. We'll toss it over to you. Alrighty, well, looks like Phoebe's gone, so we're going to go ahead and mark her as being checked out. And if you could hear us, Phoebe, thanks for checking in. 7333 on the numbers, and we'll catch you on the next one. KC3YQI, KJ7OMO. We'll toss it over to you.
Yeah, I don't have much to add to the conversation, yeah, so thanks for hosting this. I always love it. It's been the end of my week, and it's been a good thing to get practice with the ham and get over the mic fright and everything. So yeah, I think we're shutting down. So I'm going to say 73 as well. Back to net. It's KC3YQR 73.
Alrighty, KC3YQI from KJ7OMO returning. Alright, 73 to you as well, and we'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, we'll go ahead and shut things down. So VK5 to you, XKJ7OMO, over to you.
Yeah, no problems there, Kimberly. Yeah, I was going to make this my last over anyway. I want to get up and move around and what have you. Been sitting for a couple of hours now, and yeah, just need to get up and move around, etc. So thanks for putting it on there. Cheers and 73 to everyone else on the net. Take care. Etc. And yeah, we'll catch everyone further down the log as they stay. I'll stay listening to the end there anyway. And cheers and 73 and da-di-da from Smithfield, Australia. Back to you there, Kimberly, KJ7OMO in the group, in the dwindling group, VK5TUX. Cheers all.
Alrighty, VK5TUX KJ7OMO returning. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out with us and 7-3, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Alrighty, folks, we're going to go ahead and wind things down. But before we do that, we're going to call for a final round of in-and-out only check-ins this time. So, in-and-out only check-ins, if you'd like real quick, just to announce your presence, go ahead and do so with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. Alrighty, do we have any final comments from previously checked-in stations? Any final comments from previously checked-in stations? Alrighty, folks. That is a wrap. That concludes our net for today. Thank you all for participating and bringing fun to the airwaves. I would like to express gratitude to the Waverley Amateur Radio Society in Sydney for allowing us to bridge our network into their repeater system in order to relay this net. Special thanks to VK3JED, VK2WAY for their contributions, as well as the entire Pride Radio Group for making this net possible. I now release all frequencies, repeaters, and other systems back to the regular amateur use. Thank you once again, and 7-3 to everybody from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. This net is now closed with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 check-ins, including yours truly. Alright, folks, I'm out of here. 7-3, y'all. Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Woo! Alrighty, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the live stream now. Thanks for hanging out and watching and all that stuff. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like and subscribe and ring that bell. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, why not? We'll launch a video game and I'll stream live on my second YouTube channel. So if you're into gaming and you'd like to watch me, play video games, head on over to my second YouTube channel. That is my second YouTube channel right there. Kimberly McLays, that's my gaming channel, and we'll see you over there. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and close this now. We'll see y'all later, 7-3, and we'll catch y'all next time. Bye, everybody. Do, 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 do.